Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Good afternoon. How's been your day? Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Confirm the sound is okay. Confirm the sound is okay, please. Hello, Mr. Adele, Mr. Raffo, Mr. Peps. Sound okay. Can you all see my screen? How are you been going? Have you made some profit today? Let me know in the session. Have you made some profit today? How is it going? Let us know which pair you've traded today and let us know if you have made some profit today. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. I hope everything is okay now. I hope everything is okay now. You can hear me clearly and you can also see my screen. Mr. Joseph, Mr. Raphael, have you executed any trade today? Have you? Let us know if you're in profit or in loss. I took a buy trade on Euro USD this morning and I'm in a drawdown, a few pips drawdown. I took a buy trade on Euro. Okay, that's 15 pips drawdown. Okay, 15 pips drawdown. I took a buy from 0.840, 1.0840. Okay, and it's in a drawdown right now, Euro USD. 1.080840. Okay, 0.840. This is my entry on Euro US 1.0840. That's my entry. That was my entry. The market is trading, I think, 16 pips below my entry. So why did I execute a trade? Why did I take a trade? I shared this with you guys yesterday that what I'm waiting for is 1 hour candle close above the high of this candle. So it was after the close of this candle. Okay, this was 1 hour 8 to 9, I think, yeah. After the close of this candle, okay, I think, okay, this was my entry. So it was after the close of this candle, this bullish candle, I took a buy trade on Euro USD, and I did identify a fair value gap. My entry, this fair value gap. So I knew that there's a possibility for price, right? I knew there's possibility for price to pull back to test this fair value gap. Also considering the fact that a major news will be released by 2:45, major news by 2:45, I expected price to pull back to fill this fair value gap. Okay, well, I took my trade after the 1 hour candle closes above the high of this bearish candle. Okay, so most likely price will just fill this fair value gap. You can see there's rejection at this fair value gap. Can you see that? So I'm hoping price will pull back from this fair value gap. That's my expectation on Euro USD. Now, for those of you who have not executed a buy trade on Euro USD, if you haven't executed a buy trade on Euro USD, patiently wait for 1 hour candle to close above the high of this candle. Patiently wait for 1 hour candle to close above the high of this candle. Okay, wait for 1 hour candle to close above the high of this candle or the high of this candle. Wait for 1 hour. If 1 hour candle closes above either the high of this 15 minutes candle or the high of this 1 hour candle, when you should consider buying Euro USD. For those who have not executed a buy trade on USD, patiently wait for price to close above the high. If 1 hour candle closes above the high of this candle, you could set your stop loss few pips below the low of this candle. If 1 hour candle closes above the high of this candle, I would adjust to this level. My stop loss will be adjusted to this level. That's my take on Euro USD. Okay, if you don't have a trade on Euro USD, don't buy until a candle, 1 hour candle, closes above the high of this candle. And I think the next candle will close at 3 p.m. And by that time, the major news will be released. Okay, by that time, the major news would have been released. Flash manufacturing PMI, this is the data we are expecting by 2:45. Okay, so by 3, the current 1 hour candle would close. So if it closes above that level, then you can go in and buy Euro USD. Don't buy Euro USD at the moment. Don't wait for price to close above the high of this candle before you take Euro USD. Okay, so you made you traded gold, Mr. Joseph. I believe you made some good on gold. I believe you made some good profits on gold before the pullback. I hope you've exited the trade before the pullback, Mr. Joseph. Is everything okay now, Mr. Raphael? Is everything okay now, Mr. Raphael? Okay, so USDCHF, Mr. Raphael took a sell on USDCHF and made some profits. Good. I hope you're out of the trade because it seems it's pulling back at the moment. Okay, you sold. Okay, there's a pullback at the moment on USDCHF. USDCHF, I think it created a value gap here. They might want to use news to fill this gap before going bearish. USDCHF is still bearish. You might want to wait. For those of you who have not executed a trade on USDCHF, if you are considering selling USDCHF, you might want to wait for price to pull back to fill this fair value gap before you sell, or wait for 1 hour candle to close below the low of this shooting star candle. You can see this shooting star candle. You could wait for a bearish candle to close below the low of this candle, because as you can see here, the market didn't close. Price didn't close above the high of this bearish candle. That tells me that there are still sellers in the market. So if the current 1 hour candle closes below the low of the candle, then there's a high probability USD CHF will continue with its bearish. You can see there's a fair value gap here. There's a fair value gap here, which I think USD CHF will want to come and fill. This gap, I think USD CHF will want to come fill this gap before bullish. If at all it will go bullish, it should pull back to fill that fair value gap. Okay, you can see this. This is updated. Okay, this fair value gap, CHF is going to come and fill this gap. So that's my expectation on USD CHF. It is still bearish. Okay, it's still bearish, but it's likely price will pull back to come and fill this internal range liquidity before going for external range liquidity. That is my take on USD CHF. That's my take on USD CHF. That's my take on USD CHF. And on USD JPY, I think USD JPY is about to go bearish. I think USD JPY is about to go bearish. I think, let's see. Let's start with 4 hour time frame. Let's start with the daily time frame so we can see what we had on the daily time frame. We had a shooting star here. I think this pullback, this current buy is to hunt for stop losses. This current pullback is to hunt for stop losses residing at these previous highs. Okay, let's go down to daily. Sorry, to 4-hour time frame. So you can see on 4-hour time frame, we had a fair value gap here. Can you see? We had a fair value gap here. Let's still go down to 1 hour. So you can see on 1 hour time frame, had a fair value gap here. So this pullback, you can see what played out after price filled the fair value gap. Can you see it? We had the fair value gap here on 1 hour time frame, which has been filled, you can see. And immediately that gap got filled, you can see the pattern that formed here. The pattern that formed, the bearish reversal pattern. Can you see that? This is a bearish reversal pattern. So I think UJ is set for sell. UJ is set for sell. So if I have to take a trade, a sell trade on UJ, let me go to 4 hour. Okay, 1 hour. Let's go to 1 hour. As you can see, we had a shooting star on 4 hour time frame. After price filled the fair value gap, what pattern do we have here? A shooting star. And after the shooting star, this is a bullish shooting star. The next candlestick closed bearish, and it's closed below the low of this shooting star. This tells me that there is more supply than demand. This tells me that there is more supply than demand. Can you see that? So this pullback, it could be that a fair value gap was created after the formation of this shooting star, and that could be the reason for this pullback. Let's go down to lower time frame to confirm if it created a fair value gap from this shooting star on 4 hour time frame. So let's go to 1 hour. On 1 hour, no fair value gap was created here. On 1 hour, right? No fair value gap was created. Let's go down to 15 minutes. On 15 minutes also, you can see we had a fair value gap here. Can you see this fair value gap? Though this fair value gap has been filled several times. This fair value gap, though it has been filled several times. It filled it at this point. At the early hours of today, it filled it. Also filled it at this point. It's all time price is testing this fair value gap. And you can see the pattern that formed after price tested this fair value gap. This is an hanging man spinning top, indicating change in trend from bullish to bearish. From bullish to bearish. So if 1 hour candle closes below the low of this candle, that will be the right time to sell. If 1 hour candle closes below the low of this candle, it's a confirmation to sell. It's a confirmation to sell. Okay, I will look at gold in a few minutes. We'll look at gold in a few minutes. Okay, so that's my take on USD JPY. If you want to sell, wait for 1 hour candle to close below the low of this candle. Is that clear? Let's see gold. Gold. I shared with you guys yesterday, it was yesterday night, right? That gold is going to come fill this fair value gap. And after filling this fair value gap, it would sell. I shared this with you guys yesterday. Yeah. The gold is going to come fill this fair value gap. As you can see, it has filled that fair value gap. So gold is likely going to go bearish, but we can't just jump in and start selling now. You can't sell now. You have to wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form. You have to wait for the current 4 hour candle to close before you go bearish on gold. Don't sell gold now. It's just filled a fair value gap. So we wait for the close of the 4 hour candle to confirm the pattern. If it's a bearish reversal pattern, then one can risk selling. Okay, that's my take on gold. We need to wait for the current 4 hour candle, and I think the current 4 hour candle will close by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. 5 p.m. Nigerian time. Let's go to 1 hour time frame. What do we have in 1 hour? So you can see price has been in the range for some time. Price has been in the range for some time on 1 hour time frame. Okay, so if you want to sell gold, wait for price goes below the low of this candle that looks like a shooting star. If you want to sell gold, wait for a candle to close below the low of this bullish candle that looks like a shooting star before you sell gold. As you can see, price tested the low, and you can see we had a support here. You can see we had a support here. Price tested that support level, and you can see there was a rejection at that level. So if a candle does not close below the low of this candle, it will not be wise to sell. It will not be wise to sell. So if you want to sell gold, patiently wait. Like I told you guys yesterday, that when gold fills this fair value gap, it's likely going to sell. But at the moment, with what I see here, gold might continue in its bullish trend. It might continue in its bullish trend, in a bullish direction. So if you are considering selling, if you want to risk selling, wait for price to close, wait for a candle to below the low of this candle before you risk selling gold. The sell is not confirmed yet. The sell on gold is not confirmed yet. Okay, the sell is not confirmed yet. It's not confirmed yet. Major news will be released 25 minutes from now, 2:45. Okay, so don't just jump in and start selling. The reason price is into a range now is because of that major news. That's the reason price is in the range at the moment, because of the major that's been expected. So patiently wait. Okay, if you don't have a trade on gold now, patiently wait for that news to be released before you risk your money on gold. I hope that is clear. I hope that is clear. So that's my take on gold. That's my take on gold. Okay, on GBP JPY, I shared this yesterday also. I said a 4-hour candle or 1-hour candle closes above the high. I missed this move because it was late hours in the night that a candle closed above. So I said we had an engulfing pattern here, right? We had an engulfing pattern, and I said for me to buy, I want to see price close above. Okay, I want to see price close above the high, which see we had an engulfing pattern. I said if the current 4-hour candle, that was what I said yesterday, if the current 4-hour candle closes bullish, that's the first candle of yesterday. If it closes bullish, that would go bullish on GBP JPY. So I missed this move on GBP JPY. You can see the first 1-hour candle closed up the high of this candle. That there is more demand than supply. More demand than supply. You can see that. So GJ has been bullish since the market opened. If I had bought GJ, I would have made close to 100 pips on GJ. But I was asleep when this candlestick formed. I was asleep, so I missed this move. So I think GJ is still bullish. Okay, I think GJ is still bullish. Okay, GJ, I think is still bullish. It's still bullish. Has it filled this fair value gap? This fair value gap. Okay, it's almost filled it. It's almost filled it. Okay, this is what we have on 4-hour. The candle looks like an angry man, or you want to call it a spinning top. Okay, so this is a bullish angle. So we need to wait for this next candle to close bearish before we would consider selling. Not just closing bearish. I would love to see a candle close below the low of this candle. Okay, not just closing bearish. I would love to see price close below the low of this candle before going bearish. Okay, that's my take on GJ. Okay, that's my take on GJ. If a 1-hour candle closes below the low of this candle, then one can risk selling GJ. one can risk selling GJ. And if you are selling GJ below this level, your stop loss will be at this level. So your risk is about 53 pips. And if you are risking 53 pips, your TP, let's say you go for 80 pips or 90 pips, so your TP will be around this area. Yeah, 90 pips is okay. 50 for 90 pips, that is okay. So that's my take on GJ. Okay. If you want to sell, patiently wait for price to close below the low of this candle. That is the low of the 4-hour hanging man candle before you sell. Wait for 1 hour to close below the low of this candle before you sell. That's my take on GJ. Please give the stream a thumbs up. Give the stream a thumbs up if you're yet to. And if this is your first time participating in the live stream, I want to appreciate you for joining the live stream and would appreciate you subscribe to the channel so that anytime I come on live, you get notified by YouTube. Okay? Any question? Any question? Congratulations, Mr. Joseph. Profit on code. Congratulations. Congratulations. Any question? Is there any other instrument you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Is there any other instrument you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. So wait for the major news to be released. Let's see how the market will react to the data. Okay, let's see how the market will react to the news release. Okay, let's look at Euro Australian dollar. My buyers on Euro Australian dollar remained bearish. Okay, my buyers remained bearish. It remains bearish, as you can see here on we had a shooting star, and the next candle closed as a spinning top. As you can see, the next candle closed as a spinning top, and for us to execute a trade based on this pattern, we are expected to wait for the next candle to close bearish before we sell. So the first 4-hour candle for the day closed bearish. So this would have been a good entry for Euro Aussie. This would have been a good entry for Euro Aussie. You can see the market is currently trading below the low, below this level. You can see the market is currently trading below this level. So Euro Australian still remains bearish. Okay, it still remains bearish. Still remains bearish. Euro Australian dollar still remains bearish. You can see the market is trading below. So if you had missed this first move, this is another opportunity to sell Euro Australian dollar. Still bearish. I hope that is clear. Euro Aussie is still bearish. It's still bearish. It's likely going to confirm this fair value gap. This fair value gap. It's likely going to confirm this fair value gap. Euro Aussie is likely going to confirm this fair value gap. Is that clear? Okay, Euro Aussie still remains bearish. Is that clear? Is that clear? Any question? Any question? Any question? Can you all still hear me? Okay, so that's my take on Euro Aussie. You cannot buy Euro Aussie now. You can't buy Euro Aussie now. Euro Aussie is bearish at the moment. Euro Aussie is bearish at the moment. If there's any other instrument you want us to look at, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. If there's any other instrument you want us to look at, let me know in the comment section. Okay. Australian dollar USD. Bias for Australian dollar USD today is bullish. Okay, my bias is bullish on on Australian dollar USD. Let's start with the daily. I shared this with you yesterday that I will be looking for buy if 1 hour candle closes above. Okay, yeah, I said I'll be buy if 1 hour candle closes above this. Okay, you can see. That was what I shared with you guys yesterday. That I'll be looking for buy if 1 hour candle closes above the high of that bearish candle. Okay, I think it was this here, the high of this bearish candle. So the first candle that closed above the high of this bearish candle, this is it. This is the first candle. So this would have been a buy for me. Okay, but because I trade on Euro USD, I didn't execute Australian dollar USD. As you know, they are positively correlated. They are positively correlated. So since I have a trade on Euro USD, I didn't execute Australian dollar USD. So this would have been my entry price for Australian dollar USD. And this formed, that was around 2 a.m. 2 a.m. Then I was asleep. Okay, I was asleep 2 a.m. So this would have been the execution. I think it went in my direction 16 pips. 16 pips. And you can see what played out here. It created a fair value gap. Can you see? It created a fair value gap after the breakout. After the breakout, it created a fair value gap. And what happened? Price pulled back, filled the fair value gap, and there's a high probability. If you want to buy dollar USD, this is a good setup. If the current 1 hour candle closes bullish, if the current 1 hour candle closes bullish above the high of this candle, okay, if 1 hour candle closes above the high of this bearish candle, buy Australian dollar USD, set your stop loss below the low of this candle. If the current 1 hour, the only thing that will make Australian dollar USD sell is fundamentals, is the news. That was the only thing. But technically, Australian dollar USD is bullish. The only thing that will make Australian dollar USD sell will be the news. If the news is positive for the dollar, we might see Australian dollar USD sell. If the news favors the dollar, if the difference between the forecast and the actual is much, if the difference is much, there's a high probability Australian dollar USD might go bearish. Okay, but technically, fair value gap has been filled, and you can see the pattern that formed after the fair value gap got filled. We had a doji here, and the next candlestick closed bullish above the high of the doji. This tells me there is more demand than supply. Okay, this tells me there is more demand than supply. So if the current 1 hour candle closes above the high, you could buy Australian dollar US. If the news comes out negative for dollar, expect more bullish move. We should expect more bullish move if the news comes out negative for the dollar. Okay, the move will be expected. The bullish move will be massive if the news comes out negative for the dollar, because technically Australian dollar USD is set for buy. Okay, it is set for buy. So if the news comes out negative for dollar, we should expect more bullish move, and the move might be very massive. Do you have any question? Is there any other instrument you want us to look at? Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the comment section. You guys should patiently. Let's see how the markets will react to the news that will be released 11 minutes from now. 11 minutes from now. Let's see how the markets will react to the news. Any question? Any question? Mr. Atonda, are you still in the class? Mr. Atonda, are you still in the class? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Any question? Is there an instrument you're considering trading after the news or before the news is released? Let me know in the comment section so that we'll look at it together. Mr. Joseph, is the sound back? Is the sound back? All right. USD card. My bias for USD card is still bearish. Okay, my bias for USD card is still bearish. The bias for USD card is still bearish. You can see what we had here. The daily time frame. Last Thursday candle closed as a doji. The next candle closed bullish. If today's candle closes bearish, it's confirmed the bearish move on USD card. If today's candle closes bearish, confirm the bearish move on USD card. So after the close of this doji, let's see the we had on 4-hour time frame. So you can see the pattern we had on 4-hour time frame. This is an engulfing pattern which indicates change in trend from bullish to bearish. And I think after the formation of the engulfing pattern, the fair value gap was created, and that is the reason for this pullback we saw at this point. This pullback, I think a fair value gap was created. Let's confirm that on 1-hour time frame. So you can see the fair value gap that was created on 1-hour time frame. That was the reason for the pullback. You can see, after price fill the fair value gap, look at the pattern that formed. You can see the pattern that formed. So this would have been a good entry for sell after the formation of this shooting star. After the formation of this shooting star, this is where we enter sell on USD. And if you had sold, USD card, if you had sold USD card from this point, your stop loss would be at this point, say about 25 pips. I've used 25 pips stop loss, and now you'll be in profit of, your profits will be 37 pips, right? For your profits, if you're risking 25, your profits should be between 45 and 50 pips. By now, you'll be in profit of 34 pips. You'll be in profit of 34 pips. Okay. Okay, so my bias on USD card is still bearish. Technically, it's bearish. It's bearish. Let's look at USD CHF. USD card is bearish. USD CHF should be bearish also. I think both pairs are positively correlated. They are positively correlated. So let's start with the daily. What do we have on a daily? So price tested this resistance level. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down to 4 hour. So you can see the first candle that closed, the first candle for the day closed bearish. It closed bearish. Okay. It closed bearish after clearing the liquidity residing at these previous highs. Can you see that? After clearing the liquidity residing at this previous high, it closed bearish. And after the close of that bearish candle, what pattern do we have on 1 hour time frame? You can see the patterns we had on 1 hour time frame. Can you see this? So this bullish move or this gap, I believe this gap, there was a gap this morning when the market opened. Yeah, there was a gap from this point to this point. This is where the market was supposed to open, but it opened at this point. Okay, so I believe the gap was to clear the liquidity residing at this previous high. All the stop losses residing at this previous high was cleared. Okay, and after clearing that liquidity, you can see at the moment the market is trading below the low of this candle. That tells me it's time to sell. This would have also been an opportunity to sell after the formation of this spinning top and this. Yeah, we have two spinning top here. We had an hanging man here. We had spinning top, spinning top. Have been a good entry for USD CHF. Okay, Mr. Raphael said he sold on USD CHF, made some good profit on USD CHF before the pullback. Okay, so my bias still remains bearish on USD CHF. Any question? Any question? 4 more minutes to go. 4 more minutes to go. Expect volatility in the market. Expect volatility in the market in the next 3 more minutes to go. In the next 3 minutes, there will be volatility in the market. There will be volatility in the market. There will be volatility in the market. May it favor us. May the volatility favor us. May the volatility push our trade to take profits and not stop loss. It should just push our trades to take profits. TP. Let's see DXY. What's happening on DXY? Let's see DXY dollar index. Is what's happening on the index. Something is telling me the data will be negative for dollar. Something is telling me the data will be negative. Don't assume in this market. You have to wait for the data to be released. Don't assume. Okay? Do not assume. You need to see the data before you make a decision. Okay? So this is what we have on DXY. This is 1 hour time frame, and DXY just filled this fair value gap. DXY just filled this fair value gap. Let's see. It's just filled this fair value gap. Okay, the news has been released. It's become volatile. Let's see. The news has been released. Let's see. Negative, positive. Negative, positive. Flash manufacturing PMI is negative. Okay. Okay, should we say it's negative for the dollar? We have 49.8 for this. The forecast is 51.9, and for flash services PMI, the previous was 51.2, and the actual is 54.3. So let's go to the chart and see what's happening on the chart. Okay, here's the CHF is bullish at the moment. Most likely we'll fill this fair value gap, like I said. We'll fill this fair value gap. Let's see what's happening on DXY. Okay, well, DXY has broken out from this high, this DXY at the moment. This is DXY at the moment. It's trading above this high, and it's most likely going to clear the liquidity residing at this high. It's likely going to come for the liquidity residing at this high, okay? So don't sell the DXY now. Don't sell DXY. Don't sell DXY. The dollar is bullish at the moment. Don't sell it. Okay? Don't sell it. It's likely going to clear this liquidity. If you want to sell DXY, you wait for a bearish pattern to form. Wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form. Don't sell the dollar at the moment. Don't sell it at the moment. Wait for a bearish reversal pattern to form before you sell dollar. I hope that is clear. So let's see what's happening on GU. GU is bearish. So GU is a fair value gap here on GU. Most likely we want to fill this gap. Let's see. We had a fair value gap here on GU. We also had a fair value gap here on GU. Can you see this? So we have a fair value gap here on GU also. Okay, so let's see if a bullish reversal pattern forms after this fair value gap gets filled. One can consider going bullish on GU. But before you go bullish on GU, ensure a bearish reversal pattern forms on DXY. I hope that is clear. Before you buy GU, wait for DXY to be bearish before you buy. Okay? Don't jump in and start GU. Wait for DXY to be bearish before you buy. So let's see if price will fill this fair value gap. If it fills this fair value gap, then you might want to consider going bullish on GU. Let's see what's happening on GJ. Okay, GJ still bullish, as you can see. GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. GJ is still bullish. Australian dollar USD also still struggling in the fair value gap zone. Still struggling. Okay, like I said, if 1 hour candle closes above the high of this candle, that will be the right time to buy Australian dollar USD if 1 hour candle closes above the high of this candle. Okay. Any question, any question, any question, any question, let me know in the comment section. Question. Let me know if you have any question. Let me know if you have any question. Okay. Let me know if you have any question. Any question, let me know. Any question, any question? Okay, so if there are no questions, we'll come to the end of today's session. Any question? Do you have a question? Thank you very much for your participation. I appreciate every one of you for your participation. So we'll be meeting tomorrow, London session. Okay, we're meeting tomorrow, 10 a.m. 1 a.m. The link will be dropped in the group. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the day.